think this was a very effective lesson, and I think that Save the Last Word is the centerpiece of this lesson, really helped to drive it. So Jim Zwerg is talking about his personal experiences. Students can almost see, they almost have this eagle vision for the quotes provided by Jim Zwerg that are more meaningful than others, that have more of an emotional weight to them. And that's typically the quotes that students will pick. To see it through the eyes of somebody who did it, I think, is absolutely crucial. And Save the Last Word, going through his account and taking a look at his words, taking a look at what he was feeling and what he was going through, I thought that Save the Last Word was the perfect strategy for that. The regular availability of resources like this, very usable, very high quality, so clearly primary sources, clearly differentiated. We have some video, we have some audio, text and speech, and especially interview. So that differentiation of the resources you use in a unit, your toolbox becomes stacked. Depending on student interest, depending on where you're going in the unit, you have the very, very good problem of picking among those which ones you want to use according to the unit. Open educational resources provide that. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at the words of Jim Zwerg, and we're going to be doing the Save the Last Word activity. So with Save the Last Word, what do we go through text to look for? What are we looking for specifically? Quotes. Okay, we're looking for quotes. So go through the reading, go through Jim Zwerg's words, and pick quotes that stand out to you in some way. Record why they stand out to you. And then as a group, share the quotes. Go around and share the quotes. Then go around and share why those quotes matter to you. Okay, just take a few more minutes to get your quotes together. Start sharing them with your group members.
Next one I have is we started with the cars, but the mob was surrounding the bus station, so there was no way the cars could get in, and we realized that at that moment we were going to get it. The reason I chose quotes because at the end of it, they know that they're going to get it, but they still have the courage and to keep going on and moving from town to town, and just to keep going.
That was very hard because these were the two people who taught me to love, and when I was trying to live work, they didn't understand.
Who's he talking about with the two people?
His parents.
That was a good quote. I've seen a lot of people pick that.
Why'd you choose that one?
I liked it because he wouldn't let them take his friend.
These sheets you have going around right now are directly based on what you read last night. So what that you were about to see has to do with your reading. This, for instance. What do you believe this had to do with last night's reading? Next image. And there are 10 here. Even though it says the Little Rock 9, there are 10. You have 9, 14, and 15-year-olds. And you have one woman who's responsible for gathering them all together and trying to help them through what they were going through. We're about to hear from this girl, Melba Beals, right here. Not a girl anymore for this, but this is her remembering that first day and what it was like when she got out of her car and tried to get in school.
Okay, let's take the heroism away right now and understand that Little Rock was a quiet reservation.
And there was no thought on my part, no thought on any of our parts, that when we went to Central High School, it would trigger this terrible catastrophe. And as he came up, I could just see hands reaching across his car. I could hear the yelling. I could see guns. And he was told not to stop. You hit somebody, you keep rolling because the kids are dead. And he did just that. He didn't hit anybody, but he certainly was forceful and aggressive in the way he exited this driveway because people tried to stop him. And he dropped me off at home. And I remember saying, "Thank you for the ride." And I should have said, "Thank you for my life."
That was Melba Beals on the first day that they tried to get into the school, and that was Melba Beals also on the first day that they actually got into the school. So based on what you just saw, the images and the clips, just take another minute to think about it. What did that have to do with what you read last night? The availability of both the video clip of Melba Beals and the Jim Zwerg interview account were indispensable as far as basing this lesson around, of giving students that ground level look. First of all, a clear hush and a clear sense of awe into the classroom as Melba Beals spoke, and having that resource right on tap, available to be used extremely easily in concert with a lesson like this was very powerful. And Jim Zwerg's account, as you go through, you can read the questions and read his responses, and you can almost, the stolid bravery that you can almost read in his responses are quite chilling, and that was very clear in the way the students took a lot of his quotes and they recorded their impressions from it. But having resources like that, especially primary resources from the era, have really helped me design this unit around them.